What's up guys? In this video, I want to be seeing if I can bring back Dom Toretto's Charger from the Fast and Furious franchise. As you can see, it's not in the best condition at all. I don't know how a Charger from, let's see the year, 2018 can get this bad, but it has. Looks like it's been sitting in a lake. 12 grand is not that bad. Not bad at all, actually, for one of these. So let's bring that back to the garage. So before we get started, I wanted to show you guys a picture of what the car actually looks like compared to what we're working with. It's quite a difference. So we definitely have our work cut out for us. First, let's bring this thing to the car wash just to get all the dust off. See what color this thing is. I believe it's white. White and rust. Yes, yeah, white rust is correct. That is rough. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna make a prediction that the frame for this thing's like 7 or 8%. Let's get the interior clean too. It's a blue fender. We're missing the trunk and back bumper, it looks like. This back bumper and trunk we're missing. We're missing doors. This thing is a mess. Okay, we do have the transmission. I don't know if this engine is going to be salvageable though. But anyway, let's go bring it into the shop. Okay, let me start by taking these parts off. This is like more of like a gray almost. Grayish white, so it's perfect. It's almost a matching color. I think that's it. Not on the taillights. Okay, before I get the welder out, I do want to see the frame. 7%. That's pretty much spot on. This thing is probably one of the worst that I've seen in terms of rust. Let's also get rid of this interior. And let's go hook up the welder. Save this thing. This is always my favorite part. Let me see, what's a good angle? Go right here for it. Brand new again, just like that. Alright, while everything is exposed like this, let's put away this welder. Let's get this engine out of here. This engine and transmission. We're gonna pull it. I do already have an engine built, which is good. This saves us time. I was gonna build, or I did build, a fresh engine for one of these. So I was gonna do a showcase on it, but I ended up not going fully through with the video. But I did build the engine. So that's just going to save us time. We're missing the oil pan on this one, so we should be good to pull this out now. I forgot to grab the engine hoist. Bring that over. Oof. And just like that, our engine's gone. This thing needs a lot of work with the suspension. Even the rims are just so badly rusted. I have no clue how you can get a car this damaged in 5 years. That is insane. Just sitting in a swamp or something, I guess, would do it. Let me just take off the rims real quick. So I believe this car is actually from the Fate of the Furious movie, which I did not watch. I stopped at the 6th movie, which I still think is a good decision. Fate of the Furious is either, I'm gonna say the 7th or 8th movie, somewhere around there. So I think that I stopped at a good time. As for the suspension, I am gonna quickly go and do all this because it's pretty boring. So I'll be back in like 1 second for you guys. Okay, and just like that, the suspension is basically complete. I did forget a few parts. I just remembered about. Need to do these little sway bar links. This suspension was honestly surprising. Considering how bad the rust was on the frame, I was assuming we were gonna get a lot of stuck bolts. That wasn't really the case. Now we're gonna move on to the brakes. I'm gonna put the best possible brake discs. Yeah, brake discs onto it, because this thing is 4,500 pounds, which is insane to try to stop. So we're gonna need the best braking system available in order to keep this thing under control. So I'm gonna use 3.5s all the way around. Thank God that this thing has disc brakes in the back too. If it had drums, we would not be stopping anytime soon. So we got very fortunate with that. Last one. I wish you could do upgraded brake pads too. But at the moment it's just the discs that you can upgrade. I believe we're good. In terms of suspension, I put the engine hoist back. Let me go bring that back over. I have a fresh engine to plop in here. So as you can see, this one was just in bad condition, but I have a fully rebuilt one at 100% overall. And I cannot just get over how good this engine looks. This supercharger is huge too. Absolutely massive. Absolutely insane. Alright, let's go hook up the transmission and drive shaft. Just so we can get this thing moving under its own power soon. This is definitely going to be one of the quicker builds that I've done. Normally I would split this into 2 videos, but since I already had the engine built, there's really no reason to. Should be able to get all this done fairly quickly. I'm forgetting something. Starter. That would be important. Would be important. Let me just double check real quick. How we looking? Race tire. Alright, everything in terms of suspension is 100%. Normally I would fix the fenders and stuff, but since this car was in such bad condition, I'm just gonna go buy some new everything. New bumpers, doors, windows, whatever it takes. So I don't think any of it's gonna be salvageable, but we pulled off. I don't even want to waste my time. Alright. Car's coming together nicely. I do have to still do the interior, I almost forgot. I wonder what kind of plates this thing had on it. I have to look that up. I'm assuming it either didn't have plates or it had some type of darker plate. We will have to see. And just like that, we should be in really good shape. Where is it? Yep, 95. So we're just missing the 96 on parts. What are we missing? I thought I had everything. Maybe it's referring to the rims and stuff. We'll see once I install that. Alright, let me go look up the plates real quick, what it has, or what it uses. Alright, I'm not actually able to see what they put on for the back license plate. Couldn't find it in any pictures, so I'm gonna just go buy some Delaware plates. Delaware should be, yeah, it's like a navy blue. I think that'll look nice. Pop that on. 100. Okay, let's go work on the rims now. The rims might be a little bit challenging, because they're a bit different. They're kind of caved in quite a bit. Kind of like that, how it's caved in the middle. But I think I found something similar to the rims. That would be Rim Modern 2, or O2. I believe those are pretty close if you paint them black. You could just do these ones. I actually might do that for 2B. I think the whole rim's black, so there's no point. Just go with this one. One thing that you will notice about the movie is that all these rims, or all the tires on the car, are pushed out far. We're gonna go for a good kind of offset on them, I guess you would call them, just so they kick out from the fenders, or attempt to, since this is a wide body. We'll try to get that done. As for tires, we're just gonna go with the normal race tires. Should do a good job at keeping us grounded. Okay, before I install all the tires onto the rims, I am gonna have to spend like a decent amount of time at the paint booth scrolling till I get to the rims. Oh, I think I passed it. Yes, I did, right here. Let's paint one of these, and then we'll do a test fit. I don't believe it's matte. I think pearl works well. I think that's what we're gonna go with. Okay, after some trial and error, I think that I've found like the perfect rim and tire size. I'll put it on screen just in case you guys want to recreate this build. It took a little bit of work, but I think that it looks really good on the car. And the back tire does stick out a little bit, which is nice. And the front tire, I don't think sticks out too much, or it doesn't really at all. It's kind of flush with the wide body kit, but it looks nice, so that's good. Now with everything, ooh, almost forgot about that interior. Let me just quickly go grab stuff for the interior. This car's coming together really nicely. Tell you, it's way better than when we started, that's for sure. Steering wheel. There we are. Place this in here, and then I cleaned the interior before, so as soon as we put all this in, we should be at 100%. Yep, okay. Only 39,000 miles. It's crazy. Alright, we're all good here. Everything's at 100. Let me just put the fluids in the engine real quick before I get too caught up in this. This car actually has 2 coolant reservoirs, which is really cool. I don't think I've ever seen that in this game. To have 2 of them on one car. That's cool. I think I filled up everything. Now we can take this car to go get painted. But one thing I want to do beforehand is rip off the hood and the trunk. We'll have to paint that separately, because those pieces are going to be black. As for the rest of the car, we're going to go with actually the silver that's on it right now. It's pretty spot on to what we need. It almost looks white, but when you get close and in certain lights, it's silver. Yeah, it's like the perfect color. Because in some of the pictures online, the car does look white. But then when you get the closer view, you can see that it's silver. Okay, we need to move the car out of here so we can paint the hood and the trunk. We're gonna do black. Don't know if it's more of a flat black or a gloss black, so I'll have to look that up. Alright, the hood is more of like a flat black. Almost like this, I would say. Maybe a little bit darker. Something like that. Maybe a little bit lighter, like that color right there. So we're gonna paint the trunk this color as well. And we'll throw it onto the car. Let's go apply these pieces and see how they look. I would say it looks pretty solid. One thing that I do want to test real quick is to see if we can get that stripe going down the middle, if there's a livery for this. There is a black stripe. It's gonna paint the whole car. That sucks. I have to take off that hood again. No. It's not looking good. Yeah, no. So there's no striping that I could put on the car that's gonna make the whole, because the roof is normally black. We're just gonna have to stick like this with more of a silver roof. But the trunk and hood look good. One thing that I do need, I forgot, is tint. This car has some dark tint. Let's get that going real quick. Okay, so some of the cars actually don't have that dark of tint. But the one, that picture that I'm looking at, does, and I kind of like the way that looks compared to everything else. Because I don't like it being completely see-through. Maybe we'll go 80. Which is pretty dark still. You're able to see through it a little bit. I think that'll fit nicely. Yeah, this thing looks mean. Alright, let's go, not that. Let's go hit the test path. Get an alignment done, and then we'll take this thing to the track. I'm gonna assume it's gonna put down a great time for how much horsepower it has. Only thing that I'm worried about is the rear end slipping out. But I guess we'll just have to see. Let's go test it. Okay, I did plug in a controller for this. Oh, wrong button. There we go. Sorry, I forgot to change camera angles. Okay. Yeah, it's a little bit grippy in some areas when you're accelerating. Overall, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Let's see how it does with slowing down. Honestly, not bad. That was not bad in terms of stopping this tank. So the brakes aren't that big of a problem. I thought they would be, even with the 3.5s on them. Ooh. Let's see. Okay, we're at 105 right now. 140 might be a little bit of a stretch for a lap time, but I also did mess up in the beginning. That whole time it was just locking up. Yeah, I think we're gonna get like a 156 lap. I think we're a little bit too far at the moment, but we will see. Let's cut this corner close. And this corner. Oh no, we're actually really close. This thing would shift into the proper gear. No, 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 no! Okay, we're good. 143. Wow. This thing delivered. That was amazing. Listen to that whine. Alright guys, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one.